Thank you all for coming to the Employer of the Month ceremony for May 2019 as we honor Miss Angela Valentine. Thank you all for taking the time out to come show your appreciation for this loving and graceful woman. As we show her appreciation and recognition for all that she does for the city of Portsmouth. First, of course, we want to thank our city manager, Dr. Patton, as she will speak first. And we'll have her come up first to give a few words to Miss Angela. Dr. Patton.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
It is indeed an honor to be present this morning to recognize Mrs. Angela Valentine. This recognition of an Employee of the Month is one that in my thoughts and in my heart, it is my desire to duplicate through young people who are joining the Portsmouth family today. I spent some time with Mrs. Valentine months ago, and we were talking, and she began to tell me the story of how she got to the position that she is today. But it started with a very hungry, very young girl who was determined that she was going to be the very best at whatever it is that she was given an opportunity to do. And through God's grace and blessings, and we remember the spirit of the first director of permits and inspection, and the first given the certification by the governor was the late Lamar Brown. Some of you remember Mr. Brown, particularly those who were here when he served as our Director of Permits and Inspection. And he was one that lifted the lives of so many young people. But through the dedication of Mrs. Valentine, she took the opportunity, she moved through the ranks, and she said to me, just looking straight in my eyes, Dr. Patton, it was the best thing that could ever happen for and to me. Mrs. Valentine, there are not enough words to express what you add to the team. Your professionalism, your courtesy, the way you carry yourselves at all times. You cannot come in a room and not be noticed. And that's because just as she walked in here just now, filled with purpose, determination, and knowing what her destiny is, that is what she has been from the very beginning. I salute you on behalf of all city employees, on behalf of our city council, our mayor. This is a very significant day, and this is going to be aired because I am going to charge all young people. If you finish high school, you have some skills, you're interested in being trained, apply to the city of Portsmouth. We have over 50 persons who are part of the city's family who are 30 years, 40 years, who started very, very young. One is our director of libraries, started in 10th grade as a shelver, went away, went to the military, went on to college, but he said his first job is the job that drew him back here. And we're lucky that we have one of 5 African-American directors of libraries in the Commonwealth of Virginia. We honor you, Mrs. Valentine, and we're going to celebrate your day.
Thank you so much, Dr. Patton, for those enthusiastic words. I tell you what, she can set this mic on fire, right? All right. So listen, I want to see that for myself. I tell you what, we're really glad that everyone is here to show love today. The next one we will have up is Mr. Doug Smith, our building official.
That's a tough act to follow. Well, I do. First, I want to say, first and foremost, I really thank the selection committee for selecting Angela as our employee of the month in the city of Portsmouth. She has been here for quite some time, although she looks ageless. She's been here for over 30 years. And one thing I want to tell you about Angela, she started at the very beginning, worked her way up into the position she's at now. And she's been at that position now for quite some time. And I can't tell you how difficult that position is. She is the face of at that front counter, at the public counter. She has to interact with all types of customers, but difficult, easy customers. She has created very close relationships with many of our repeat customers, and she just has done it with such aplomb and done such a good job at that quite frankly, and she's kept up with the requirements of the Uniform Statewide Building Code for what she has to do. She will often come to us and explain what code changes there are and why she has to do this, that, and the other thing. And she's always right. And that's wonderful. It's wonderful to be able to rely on somebody that way. So it's a real pleasure. And I want to thank you personally and on behalf of the department for what you do. And I think everyone here also knows that Angela dresses to the nines every single day, and that's the kind of thing that you notice about her. She takes such pride in her appearance and in her behavior, and I just want to tell you that I really appreciate that. So anyway, before I get too far and make her cry, or I start crying, I want to just say, please, let's give it up for her. And thank you so much. And you can see she must have killed 1 million oysters to get that necklace. So, but anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Doug Smith, our building official. Thank you. All right. So next we have the nominator, who was very secretive about their name and about how they wanted to do this. So I usually do announce the nominator's name, but with the nominator, Miss Angela, please come to the mic for a quick second, please. Okay. Ooh, Miss Maya. Ooh. Oh, was she? Oh, she was just going to sit down. Okay. All right then. All right. Okay. Oh, not so much. Oh, still no. Okay. Oh, all righty then. Mr. Kelton Millhouse.
A little bit of trickery. Let me tell you guys, so that's how this floor the fourth floor and Permits Inspection Department, that's how it was such a cohesive thing. And that's how we were able to do that. But it wasn't just me, it was several people who wanted to nominate her. And I said, well guys, I'll go ahead and I'll put it in because she's just that wonderful to us. She is such a cohesive part of who we are on the fourth floor. And if you can spend any time with us, come spend a day and see how things go. We get down, we do our thing, we really do. We do. And by that I mean we keep the city growing. It's a city that's continually expanding in so many different ways. And we have to be there to make it feasible for everybody because it can get a little frustrating if you're not in this situation. So Miss Valentine is the face, the lifeblood. She's the ideology, and she understands the idea of excellence. She knows it's not perfect, but she understands that when you work and apply these things and meet that challenge, and excellence is going to come from that. So, Ms. Valentine, we celebrate and we salute you, sweetheart.
Yes, indeed. Once enjoyed the theatrics and people who... Yes, yes. Well, a woman who we've all gathered here to see and hear from, we'd like to ask Miss Angela Valentine to come say a few words as well as our Employee of the Month for May 2019. Let's give it up. Go ahead and strap, Miss Angela. Go ahead and strap now. Go ahead and let them know. You let them know now. You let them know.
Hello, everyone. Thank everybody for coming. But one thing Maya didn't do for me, Hollywood called me. After I leave here, Maya, you didn't have the red carpet. You didn't have my name. I'm going to Hollywood after I leave here. Hollywood after I leave here, Maya, because the red carpet is waiting for me there. So thank you, Maya. I'd like to thank everyone for coming today. Thank everyone for coming today. Let me tell you a little bit about me. It's not going to be long. I came in 1980 to this building, had no idea that I was going to be here this long. When I came in here, this is my daughter, 4 years old.
4 years old.
She's what? 43. 43 now. When I came here under the welfare program.
Yes, Lord.
That's saying that I had to work for my check.
Yes, Lord.
I worked for my check for 5 years. Mr. Brown put me in 1985. I've been here ever since. I've seen them come, I've seen them go. But I've been grateful for what the supervisor and the director that I have had since then. It's been a journey. It's been a beautiful journey. I've seen some come and I've seen some go. A lot of my old ones are still here, and then a lot of my old one has passed away. But God has been good to me, and I cannot say He hasn't. My girlfriend sung that song, God Is, last Thursday. It was what I needed, God Is. And also a song for me, what the work I done speaks for me. I'm still here because I do my work, and I do it very well. I take pride in what I do and everything that I do for the city of Portsmouth. You might have some that don't like me. You might have some that do. Oh, well. I am who I am. Take me as I am. That's all I can say. Take me as I am. Again, this is my sister. She's here. My father used to work for the city of Portsmouth also. He passed away. We was his caretaker. My mother is ill. Both of us is her caretaker now. I had to leave. I used to work at Paris Teeter. I had to leave Harris Teeter to take care of my mother. So I am taking care of my mother in the evening because she didn't want to go in the nursing home. We didn't put my father in the nursing home. He died at home. And it was a hurtful thing because he died on his birthday. He came in on his birthday. He died on his birthday. It was a beautiful thing, though, because we was there for him. So we doing the same thing for my mother. We're not putting her in the nursing home. We're going to do what we can while we are alive. And we have our strength, and we can do it for her. So if you have a mother, you have a father, take care of your family, please. Please take care of your family. That's my only sister that I have. We get in a little spout, but I love her because she is my sister. I don't have anybody else to turn to. My one and only daughter that I have. She has one son, I have one daughter. They the one multiplied it, the kids. I got grandchildren and I got great-grandkids. But nobody wouldn't believe that I do because I have that. But I do have grandchildren and great-grandchildren. But I know y'all don't believe it, but I do. I do. So I just thank everyone for sharing today with me. This has been a pleasant, thank you, Mr. Smith, Dr. Patton. I always love when you speak. It touches my heart every time. The last time that you really spoke when you was at Regina, what was Women's Day? Oh my God. I still have it on my phone. You make me cry. You make me cry when I hear you speak. And that was a beautiful thing that you said, and we needed that as women. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It was just a beautiful thing. Every time you open up your mouth, you get cold chills to me. And I saw your sister. She looks beautiful. She's hanging in there. So thanks, everybody. That's all I have to say. But Hollywood, here I come.
Go ahead,
Hollywood, here I come.
That's right. That's right.
You gotta get all her gifts.
Oh, yes, that's right.
I tell you what. Come on. Come on. We're gonna do the presentation of gifts. We're gonna do that. All right. I tell you what, this has been. I didn't think I would see another one like livelier than Miss Veronica's, but I tell you what, this has surely done the trick. So this has been great. Thank you all.
Thank you.
We have. I just want to do the presentation of awards. From the mayor's office, we have a gift bag. From the city clerk's office, we have a plaque/picture for Miss Angela that would be displayed downstairs. We have a plant given to us from Portsmouth Floral. Miss Angela will also receive $100 in her next check, administrative day off, a signed letter of excellence from Dr. Patton in the city manager's office, and a few other Portsmouth gifts as well. So we just thank Miss Angela for her service, for her attentiveness, for her flair, for bringing that great energy here, and keeping it positive. We really appreciate you, Miss Angela. So absolutely, it's been my pleasure. And I just want to also thank the Employee Recognition Committee for making this possible as well. I want to thank marketing. Aaron is always here making sure that this is memorialized. Thank you. Also want to recognize a few other people. Our Deputy City Manager, Mr. Pace. I see our Deputy City Manager, Mr. Baldwin. I see our Chief Information Officer, Mr. Daniel Jones there. My Director, Miss Libby. I want to thank Parks and Rec for getting the podium and everything set up. It's really a team effort to make sure everything comes together. So thank you to everyone, finance, purchasing, everybody. So in closing, continue to do the things that you're doing well. Continue to uplift your game, and let's continue to just show each other love. Ooh. At noon, we have the walk and talk with the city manager today at noon out in the courtyard. Come on out. We'll have refreshments, water, we'll have music, and we'll be led by our illustrious city manager. And the Mother's Tea.
Mother's Day tea is at 3 o'clock.
At 3.
Right here. So all mothers or mothers who want to be mothers and fathers.
Yes. So.
I say that to say that some of the men kind of think that the Mother's Day tea is only for mothers, but men can come to show their appreciation to mothers as mothers come in June to show the appreciation to the fathers during the Father's Day gathering. They didn't want it to be called a tea, so we called it a gathering.
All right. In closing, I just want to thank you all again for taking the time, and let's continue to do great things and work excellence for the new Portsmouth. All right. Thank you for coming.
Glasses back. My glasses. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.